When it comes to isekais, you're probably thinking about ReZero, Gurur Tensei, Konosuba, Eminence in Shadow, etc. For me, it's the Shield Hero. I know what you're thinking. Why Shield Hero out of all isekais? Well, you see, Shield Hero is unique. It's not like any of those slop isekai animes where the MC is crazy overpowered, looks like Kirito, and holds a harem. The story follows of our beloved Shield Hero, Naofumi, who's just your average normal person. At the start of the story, Naofumi doesn't start as an overpowered kind of main character. He is the Shield Hero, and during the first season, he was wrongfully accused by this woman that successfully rage-baited all of us, forcing Naofumi to rely on his own resources and starting from scratch. The New World already took a toll on him. He was betrayed, manipulated, and was looked down on. If Naofumi weren't the Shield Hero, he would have been sent to death, since sexual assault is heavily punishable by death. Fast forward a bit, Naofumi cleared out his name, got his revenge, became stronger, surpassing the 3 worst heroes throughout the episodes, only for the anime to become the worst and fallen off isekai ever. Now, what happened after the first season ended? The first season of the anime was so successful that it got renewed for a second season, and quite some time, we were introduced to the new arc of the second season, the Spirit Tour.
What is that?
Now, I'm not going to do a recap on this mid-season, since it'll be a snooze fest. We'll talk about its major flaws and bad pacing. The first mistake of Season 2 was it being produced by DR Movie. They were established in 1990 and primarily work as an outsourced studio, especially for Japanese anime productions. So you can technically say they have experience. When they produced the second season of the anime, it was extremely slow and mediocre CGI, almost as if it felt like I'm watching Ari Ferretta and the Misfit of Demon King Academy, due to how bad the CGI is. They skipped so many things that we didn't really get to know deeper details on what Kyo's plan. Apparently, the tortoise is one of the 4 legendary creatures. It first powers up by causing a calamity and absorbing the souls of those it kills to create a barrier, which Kyo comes into the situation of hijacking the tortoise body and collected the souls as a power source for himself, enough to create a wave between his world and his original world, to return to the world of his past life with the powers of his current. Keep in mind that this was just one thing out of many they've skipped. The fact that Season 2 was not much of a faithful adaptation, covering volumes 6 to 9 of the light novel. It even has the lowest rated episodes on IMDb, causing a troll to the anime's reputation. To make it even worse, the first season English dub voice actor of Naofumi, Billy Kametz, sadly isn't here with us. Rest in peace, Billy Kametz. Sad that he went away. I fell in love with his voice and how he perfectly fits Naofumi. With that aside, the third season was honestly a lot more refreshing and better than the second season. The animation quality was great, the opening was pure majestic, character development and story arc was just absolute cinema. You just know Kinema Citrus had to lock in the second they realized Shield Hero was butchered. I really liked the Dark Coliseum arc, where they had to pretend they're weak in terms of playing it fair, and the introduction of Nadia, White Tiger siblings, and the rest. The last episode eventually left us on a cliffhanger, as Season 3 was just a build-up for an upcoming arc that's coming up next month. With the third season mainly focusing on Naofumi's rebuilding of Raftalia's village, and him getting slaves plus more comrades to help prepare for the next crisis. I really like how the 3 worst heroes were proven wrong, humbled partially, redemption, and especially getting manipulated by this reincarnated King Von. Every episode of the Shield Hero Season 3 was not a total flop. Like episodes 4, 8, 9, and the second half of episode 12 were highlighted for adaptation of source material and overall entertainment. Especially 7, 8, and 3 has the best engaging plot, twists, development, and animation and visuals. Season 3 of The Shield Hero saved the anime after the cursed Season 2 and was able to redeem itself for another season that's going to air in the next few weeks. Nevertheless, the third season brought back some of the fans, but there were still some doubts, as people would point out that the Shield Hero is mid-isekai regarding the third season saving the anime. I kind of agree about these statements, but Shield Hero is a unique isekai in a lot of ways, such as Naofumi's role is a support character and not just some overpowered dude after he got isekai'd. Naofumi's story is about character development and also focuses on his growth and the consequences of his choices. Unlike other isekais, Naofumi's journey empathizes with the importance of defense and strategic thinking, and the series explores the themes of discrimination and the ethics of summoning heroes. Just like the scene with Naofumi versus the spear hero Motoyasu Mid in the 4th episode, for example. Even though the duel was rigged by this looking individual, Naofumi was practically cooking with his superior tactics, and the shield initially gave him the advantage. Naofumi should have won, and I mean, imagine getting beaten by a literal shield? If I were to pick which hero was the worst out of the 3, I would choose Motoyasu Mid. Anyway, ladies and weebs, that's how Shield Hero revived itself and remains as best isekai. However, most of these are in my opinion. So don't forget to leave the comment down below so I can hear you out. That's going to be the end of the video, and I'll see y'all isekai nerds in the next video.